excited to get this started and for you all to hear them talk about how they came up with their individual visions.
It was influenced by Caro squirrel prints. So Caro squirrel prints are the types of prints that are made of multiple blocks of colored ink, and they create full tonal value piece. My piece was done digitally, however, it was done using the same principles. Why do we do what we do? What is important in our lives? And sometimes, we answer that question differently depending on time of our lives. So in my artwork, I'm juxtaposing a skull and my face. Every question, every significant issue in my life that I confront, I always do it through art. So in a way, paradoxically, art is both a question and an answer for me in this piece about, what is important and re-energizes you to your purpose and what you enjoy in this life. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here. I'm not gonna bore you. I don't like talking like this because they are well respected and they control a lot of slaves. So they're basically powerful in their own right. So it's just a small talk. I don't want to bore you out. It's a small piece. Thank you for having me.
Experiment with format, with ideas, with work, and so my piece over there is part of a new project that I'm working on that deals with small and rural public libraries in Arkansas. So this one is not the library itself. I'm a big fan of green and gray together in color photography, so this was perfect. I had to actually go back, I think 3 times before I found an afternoon where the weather was just perfect for what I was trying to do. So this is one of 24 libraries that I'm photographing for this project. I'm about 2/3 through. I'll be in Wrightsville tomorrow, taking photos down there at the public library. If you want to be part of it, come on down. And yes, in the afternoon. Thank you.
Every morning when I get up and I look out my window, there's amazing beauty everywhere. I am retired now as of 2017. I was a high school art teacher in Phoenix, Arizona for 22 years. And it was an amazing career. I loved every minute of it, and I'm not even lying. I did. So my work wasn't all that, I'll be honest. And I tried. I painted pictures of tulips and daffodils while living in Phoenix. I did. With collage as well. That's new for me. I took a little workshop in the village, and I just couldn't stop. And I'm making these collages, just keep making them because I get in the zone and I'm inspired by the colors and the textures.
And was fascinated by the imaginative images created by computer software utilizing mathematical formulas and chaos theory. I became a recognized figure. I became a figure in the fractal art movement and even blogged for some years on topics related to fractal art. But after a time, I began to feel constricted by the limitations of the genre and its strict reliance on parameter files and mathematical constructs. This particular work in the show is taken from a monochrome series called Robot Drone that features forms of robot drones that I imagine have attained sentience. Each work of the series envisions a drone undergoing seminal human conditions or crises. And with that context in mind, I present to you this particular example created in 2018 entitled Robot Drone Suffers Back Problems.
It kind of like twists and turns, and then at the bottom it turns like the flowy green colors, and it just shows all types of growth. So that's my synopsis of my painting, and thank you so much.
I really identified with the other collage artists. It's a very versatile medium, and it's so much fun to take something so intimately involved in our daily life and give it a different view. So I really don't have a whole lot else to say, but I appreciate y'all being here tonight supporting Arkansas artists. Thank you.
tell me that when they look at this picture, they think they're at the bottom of a mountain or going up a mountain, and there's a tree at the top, and you're looking at the sky. Or maybe you're in a field of rocks, and there's a tree, and they ask me, how did I get the sky so dark, and how did I time all that so perfectly? And the truth of the matter is, I'm standing on a cliff looking down, okay, and the tree is there, and the background is water. And I got it just at the right moment as the sun was hitting the tree in the foreground, the background was still pitch black. And so that's why it's called Up or Down. What are you seeing? And so that's my picture for this year. And Sherry, thank you to you and your staff for putting on such a great show. Thank you.
She said, oh, and I saw that you're doing this project. If you want to come hang out with my family, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I was there, you know, for half the day, and this was after dinner, and he had gone down and was totally ignoring me because he was into his game. And so a lot of the time when I'm photographing families or places for my project, I get a lot of images that end up being for them. And what I'm looking for my project is just like capturing the relatable moments, you know, how many kids play video games across America, but also that quirky Ozarks factor too, you know, the connection to the land, animals that are on a lot of people's walls, or it just depends on the situation.
Applied plastic drafting film over the top of the image and painted on that texture. That drafting film is translucent, so it allows some of the image to show through, so I've left parts of the photograph showing through the painting process, so that's my piece. Thank you very much.
I was like happy to go through the steps and have a portrait made by her. And so I'm now here humbly representing her today for her great work that she has done over the past years, and the work that she has done so far is remarkable. Again, I feel very lucky to be part of that, and actually getting to meet her and spend time with her. But she left us a nice piece of art.